Hey Glow Babes, welcome to Glow Radio.
My name is Jacqueline.
And my name is Clara.
We are two boss babes from Vancouver, and we'd love for you to join us on our journey as we build our empire and live our best lives.
Stay tuned for real girl talk and sassy good vibes. And don't forget to subscribe and tag us on Instagram at Glow Radio Co. Stay sassy, babes.
My hands smell like garlic from cooking. Okay, welcome to episode 3. So today, since intermittent fasting has been a really popular topic all over the internet, I've been seeing it everywhere, we decided to share our experience with this because both of us are very health conscious, we love fitness, we're into nutrition, we practice intermittent fasting. Oh my god! Intermittent fasting. So we thought we would share with you guys our experience.
Just a note to self, if we ever have a book written in the future, I want one of the chapters to be called Intermittent Fasting.
Intermittent fasting.
What does it mean? How does it help? I honestly didn't know it was a popular thing on the internet. It was just something that was taught to me through my boyfriend, who's a personal trainer, my brother, who just one day was like, you know what, screw it, I want to get into it. So what is intermittent fasting? So it is a nutritional practice where you kind of cycle between periods of eating. Mm-hmm. So like some people might do 12-12, or you starve your body for 12 hours and then you'll eat for 12 hours. Yeah. Or some people do 16-8 or whatever. There's so many different ways of doing it. There's not really a right or wrong answer.
Yeah.
But so pretty much easy way of saying it, intermittent fasting, you starve for an X amount of time.
Honestly, you're starving.
Starve.
Yeah.
You starve.
You fast. You're not really starving.
What's fasting though? What's fasting though? Fasting is not eating.
But not
what's not eating?
Starving.
You're starving yourself. Okay?
Oh my goodness.
She's the happy-go-lucky idealist, and I'm the realist. Realist is you're starving, okay?
Alright. That makes it sound very attractive for everyone.
So as you know, we both practice.
Yes.
So let's start with you.
Sure.
So what's your method? How do you do it?
So I guess I'll talk about how I kind of got into it. So I think I mentioned in the first episode, I'm a personal trainer, I'm into health and stuff, and a couple years ago I did a bikini competition.
I remember that.
Yeah,
that was intense.
It was so intense, and anyway, that's another topic.
It was tears.
It was another topic, but so during that time, I decided to try out intermittent fasting, and I wasn't really doing it intentionally. It was because I had so little calories that I could eat for my nutrition plan that I just finished all my calories so quickly, and then I would not eat for the rest of the day, and it kind of turned into this.
So it was just what you had to do. It wasn't by choice.
Yeah, it was really by choice.
I'm done eating.
I can't eat anymore. But then after that, I kind of just started doing it as a lifestyle, even though I didn't have to starve myself anymore. Yeah. So nowadays, it's really lax for me. I started doing 16 hours of fasting, 8 hours of eating, but nowadays I don't even really count, so I do somewhere between 12 to 16 hours of fasting.
So kind of mood-based.
Yeah,
if you're dying hungry,
then
you'll probably be okay, I'm going to go eat.
Yeah, but if I'm not hungry, then sometimes I won't eat till way later in the day. So usually I skip breakfast, and I'll eat anywhere between 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So
more like an intuition kind of thing.
Intuitive eating. All these health terms that are
so you're not strict.
Yeah, I'm not strict.
For me, I am a little bit strict. Mm-hmm. I need to do a minimum of 12.
Yeah.
Obviously, I most of the time I stop eating at 6. And then I eat the next day at 9.
Okay, yeah.
So what is that? in normal people time.
That's like
9 to 6 is 9 hours, right?
15 hours-ish? right?
Yeah, so I
15
fast
hours.
for 15 hours and I eat for 9.
Yeah.
That was hard.
We're not mathematicians.
I am, but not when I'm starving. But that's pretty much how I do it. I just really like force myself to hit that minimum.
Yeah.
And then anything beyond that, I'm game.
Yeah.
Like, but obviously not so much like I don't eat for 20 hours.
Yeah,
like,
no.
I'm pretty sure I'd be dead.
Yeah. Well, actually, there's a method of intermittent fasting that's called 5-2.
Oh my god, I actually have that. I was doing a little bit of research.
Yeah.
And there are some celebrities that do that, so I
Okay.
want to talk about that later.
Okay, we'll save it later.
We're going to play a
We'll
game.
save it for later.
I'm going to see who you know that does it.
Yeah.
And
I don't think I could do that. 5-2 is like, I think they eat for 5 days and then fast for 2 days or something
or
like
it's
that.
like very minimal calories for 2
Yeah,
days.
yeah.
Like you're eating literally peanuts or like apples or something,
Yeah.
and you're just like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, but I guess you kind of get used to it depending on your lifestyle, because nowadays I feel like if I eat a huge meal at nighttime, then I'll automatically fast the next day because I'm not hungry.
Yeah.
And it's not like I'm starving myself, I'm just not hungry, so I wait till I'm hungry to eat.
Yeah, pretty much. Like pretty much I think I've conditioned my body that once it hits like that 9 o'clock, I'll be like, okay, I need food now. Like I'm ready.
Yeah. And you've been doing it for how many months now? Like over a month, I think?
No, more than that.
More than that?
I've been doing it since I started at Holt Renfrew.
Okay.
Because that's kind of how I got into it, because it's a retail job. You know, it's for those who don't know what Holt Renfrew is. It's like luxury place. Like you can't just be standing there with a bowl of nuts. Your handful of like almonds and like scooping them in or whatever. So it's really like you get 2 breaks. You get your half an hour and you get your hour.
Yeah.
So in that 8-hour span, those are the 2 times that I have a chance to eat.
Yeah.
So that kind of conditioned me to really just like, oh, these are only 2 times I can eat. I better fit in my calories. And then usually when I eat the first time, either I'm taking my half or my hour. Yeah. By my next break, I realize I'm actually like not hungry because I eat so much calories because my brain is like, I'm not gonna have a chance to eat again. And then I kind of just, wait a minute. It's not that hard to like keep the time. And then I started because my shifts are really weird and they're really different. Yeah. So sometimes it starts at like 9, sometimes it's at 1. Yeah. So I kind of just like condition myself to naturally, I'm gonna sleep, I'm gonna wake up, this is the time I'm gonna eat. So it kind of like worked out for me that way, and then once I got used to it, I was like, you know what, I really like it. And then, so it's been like way more than that, like 4 or 5 months maybe for you. Probably like 4 months.
Okay, yeah, that's
like
good.
4 months of doing it, and it's really like, I definitely feel like different.
And
like I'm a new person.
Definitely. And I think it's fair that you're more strict with it because you're like starting it out and you're like beginning, because I think I've been doing it for almost 2 years now. That's why I'm like more lax with it, because I'm like more lax with my fitness goals. Like your goals are more strict right now, so it's understandable why you're more strict with it. Yeah,
because I'm not trying to maintain where I'm totally happy where I am. But why, like, what makes you really like it?
Well, I really like it because I feel like it helps me balance my blood sugar levels. So
there's a cat.
There's a cat. Claire's cat's here.
I have 2 cats. I have 2 cats, and she's usually shy and hiding when we record. So I'm just keeping my keeping my eye out on her.
It's fine. So I really like it because like I'm a little bit more insulin resistant, so that means that I don't process carbs as well. And I found this out through a hormone test that I did a couple of years. I think it was like over a year ago. So
like last spring or something.
Ish. So then since then, I found that intermittent fasting. You want to say fisting? I'm just gonna call it IF because I can't talk today. IF.
Intermittent fisting.
So IF has really helped me, because before I would eat like really small meals all throughout the day, and then when I did that, my blood sugar would be like spiking every time I ate, so I would often spike and then crash. But nowadays, because I'm having less periods of eating, I feel a lot more calm, and my blood sugar is not like shooting up, and like I'm not crashing and stuff like that. So that's why I really enjoy intermittent fasting.
Are you still drinking coffee and stuff?
Yes, I am. Well, not every single day, depending on my mood. I will drink usually a bulletproof coffee. So I like to add butter in it and brain octane oil. And yeah, that's about it. Butter and brain octane oil, which is part of the Bulletproof brand, if you guys know. It's like the keto guy.
Oh, so he made that
he made
product.
I think so. I think he was the first person that made it, but there's other brands now too. So that's what I usually drink. And I also really like intermittent fasting because I like to eat really big meals. So before, when I used to eat small meals, I felt like I was just hungry all the time. But now
100,000%.
But now I just like fill myself, I'm full, and then
that 6 meal a day bullshit. No, like especially for people like us with the crazy insulin resistant, like, oh my god, that made me so fat. Like, it did not help me at all. I'd be like, oh, it's time for a snack. Now eat like a handful of almonds and like I don't know, a bag of Miss Vicky's or something. And I'm like, this is making me really hungry. It doesn't work.
I don't know, it kind of works for me for a little bit, but afterwards I feel like this just makes me more satisfied and I feel fuller. But I know there's some people that enjoy the smaller meals, probably because they're a little bit more insulin sensitive, so they can process like carbs and
they're just twisted people.
Well, there are people who are like really lean and they can eat all the time, right?
I'm just playing. But I think nowadays in this generation, it's just like
ain't nobody got time for that.
No, there's just so many people who just eat junk all day. It's just a lot of people are insulin resistant. They don't know. But yeah, for me, I love it because I'm actually a lot less like. I feel like it has changed me where I'm not always craving something. Because I think this whole smaller meal thing, every time you eat, your insulin spikes and then it goes back down, and then all of a sudden you're like, I need something to eat. And then it really helps me like control, like it gave me a lot of self-control, a lot of willpower. And it's the fact that it doesn't even feel like I'm putting a lot of effort into it. To like do it. Whereas back then it was like 6 meals a day. It was like, okay, this time I need to eat this, that time, and then I'm like, oh my god, my macros. And then it was just too much. Like I still do my macros, but very loosely. Like I try to hit within my set calories, like give or take kind of thing, rather than like I have to eat exactly up to the 0th. And I'm like, no, that's too much work.
Like, I know some people really enjoy that. I used to be like that. Like, when I first started in fitness, I was so into my macros. Like, I was like, I need to follow everything to the T. Like, I would weigh, like, my vegetables.
Remember when we would, like, just look at each other's MyFitnessPal? Like, why did you eat that?
But now, it took me a long time to just, honestly, now I don't track anything at all, and I just go by my hunger levels. But I'm, like, aware of the macros. So, like, let's say I eat a meal that's higher in fat. The next meal, I'll probably try to get some protein and some carbs, you know? It's just, like, intuitive eating.
And I think we've been doing it for so long that like our portions we kind of have an idea. Like we obviously know a full bowl is like way too much. Versus, you know, on your plate in my mind will be like, okay, if half of it is vegetable, I'm good. Like, you know what I mean? Like you just kind of like.
And when I was super strict with macros, I felt like I didn't know when I was full. Like I would rely on the number, and then I would not listen to my body.
Like you're too obsessed. You're like, no, I have to eat this last piece of
even
whatever.
If I'm like stuffed.
I'm like dying. I remember I used to have like half a cup of oats, an orange, and like 3 eggs with like 3 egg whites or something, and it was like I was dying. Like I was just like, I need to eat this, and it was just like, it just doesn't make any sense. But what sort of results did you achieve?
Well, for me, since before I feel like, okay, after my bikini competition, I gained a ton of weight. Like I think I gained probably around 20 to 30 pounds. And I was just suffering from adrenal fatigue. Like my body was just not happy. And of course, like I was literally starving. I was actually starving at that time for like 5 months. So afterwards, I just wanted to eat, and I wasn't necessarily binging, but just like hungry.
Eating whatever,
just like eating whatever, not being aware. And then I feel like through intermittent fasting, or like it has helped me lose that weight.
Did you, like you finished your competition.
Yeah.
And then it was like no set diet.
Yeah, it was like a free-for-all.
And then when did you kind of kick back into intermittent fasting?
Well, I think it was kind of unintentional because when I lived in Hong Kong for 5 months, after my bikini competition, it was like a free-for-all probably for, I don't know, many months of the year. And then I moved to Hong Kong, and that was when I unintentionally started fasting again. I think just because I didn't really have time to eat, or like I didn't want to make food when I was there, and it wasn't as convenient.
Also, might have just been like really hot.
Yeah, it was really hot, and it wasn't as convenient for me to like buy groceries and cook because it was just so hectic in Hong Kong that you have to go out and eat. So that's when I kind of unintentionally fasted, and then when I moved back to Canada, when I had a routine again, then I started doing it more as a part of my lifestyle. So as I did that, like from Hong Kong to now, I think I lost about like 15, 20 pounds ish, and I wasn't even trying. Like I honestly wasn't like I need to lose weight. It just kind of came off, probably because I was exercising less actually because I was so stressed. Yeah. So I was just walking, not doing intense workouts, and then doing IF loosely. Yeah. And then I was able to lose the weight. I feel like my gut has healed too. Like I feel like my gut was really bad before.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Like actually same thing. Ever since I've been doing IF, like I feel I get a lot less bloating. Yeah, like totally. A lot less, because I think when you're constantly eating, you haven't even digested.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you're like putting in more, so then it's kind of like a little factory where everything's getting trapped in the little like I think it's called the cilia of your like large intestines, like the little like line. It's got these little little like fingers that stick out that kind of trap the nutrients. And because I've been doing a lot of research, I have estrogen dominance, which is like the worst thing. I have a family history of breast cancer, all estrogen dominant based. I don't even have to take the test to know that I have it. Because I've always known there's something off with me, and I was like, okay, there's no way fat can be that stubborn. And I remember I was working out like 6 days a week. Like I was so consistent, and I could never get rid of. There was always that little bit of stubborn fat that just would never go away. And you know, now that I'm off birth control, I gained like 20, 30 pounds. Like I was just like, oh my god, like my life is spiraling out of control. So I really, really plunked down and did the research, and that's why I know all about like the little like large intestines, the cilia, that's trapping in all of like. So what happens is like, you know, if you're eating all this crap all the time, your cilia is like trapped all this stuff in it. You're not eating enough like healthy stuff like fibers that can't absorb.
That totally makes sense.
And help you eliminate, aka poo. Elimination equals poo. But you like when you poo, it's just it does not even get rid of the bad stuff
because it's all stuffed in your gut.
Because there's so much crap that's just gunk there. So back to IF and how that relates to it. Now that I'm not eating all this junk to like get it all trapped, and then I'm like focusing more on healthy foods, like getting more fiber. I bought Metamucil. It was like the best decision of my life. And now I'm actually like clearing everything out, so I almost never have bloat.
That's good.
Every morning I wake up, I'm like, I'm amazing.
I'm a new human.
I'm a human. And honestly, I feel like my skin cleared up.
I
don't know if you feel like that too. My skin, like it when I do have my period, it gets
it's like
but
greasy.
it's not so much that you're like, I hate my life.
Mhm.
I get a little bit oily. I get like maybe a
Yeah.
couple of pimples, but literally for 3 days and after my period, everything is gone.
Yeah, it's
I'm
so
back
good.
to like clear skin.
Yeah, because my skin was actually the worst when I was vegan, because I was eating, I think, too many carbs, too many beans, and then my gut was just like not digesting. So I was vegan for like 2 years.
Yeah.
And I thought it was the healthiest diet for everyone, but not necessarily. Like
I think that too. Sometimes I'm like, oh, well, if you eliminate all the bad stuff, like
yeah. But not necessarily, because like everyone's body is different. Like some people can't even eat like kale or blueberries because they can't digest it, or there's certain like chemicals in it. Because Jackie, like my fiance, has eczema and he can't eat broccoli, kale, blueberries, all that stuff, even though it's considered healthy.
Yeah.
But every time he eats it, he gets super itchy because of like this certain chemical, like the plant produces a natural pesticide.
It is a no.
It's called like
I don't remember.
Salis.
I know what you're saying, but it's like
I don't know. Okay, but that's another topic. But anyway, so yeah, so I just feel like everyone's body is different, and you have to figure out what works for you. Just because a food is considered healthy, it might not necessarily.
Because I've always wanted to get on that vegan train as well, but something in my body or whatever, like in my mind, I guess, I'm just like, maybe you shouldn't. Like, I think you'll react. So that, because like there's so many vegetables that I don't eat, and like it just makes me gag. Like, tomatoes, cucumbers.
Oh yeah, I can't
like
do
things
tomatoes.
that people are like gung ho
Oh, I know
about.
you don't like cucumbers.
I can't eat cucumbers.
Really? I love cucumbers.
I love zucchinis, but cucumbers, I don't know what it like. I have a category of like vegetables and fruits that I call taste like dirty water because it tastes like dirty water.
That is so interesting.
Some people love cilantro. I love cilantro, and people think it tastes like soap.
Oh yeah, some people do because they have like a gene in their body or something.
But for me, like eating tomatoes and cucumbers, it like touches my tongue, and I'm like, this tastes like dirty water. Like some
that is so interesting. Yeah,
like a dirty bowl that had water in it, and it was just sitting in there for like a week. Like in my mind, that's and so I'm like, there's so many things that I don't eat I'm like, it's kind of stupid. Why not just eat the things that
make you feel good, right? Because like beans, it was like beans for me that made me bloat all the time. Like, I was literally bloated all the time, so uncomfortable. And after I stopped being vegan and stopped eating beans, my skin cleared up. Like it still gets greasy now, or if I eat something oilier, it clears up. But other than that, it doesn't bother me too much.
So it's like, why be so strict with life, you know?
Exactly. Let's see, what would you recommend to a newbie wanting to try IF?
For a newbie, I would definitely say keep it at 12-12.
Or even less, like maybe 10.
Maybe start, start really slow, because you don't know what your boundaries are yet. And you know, some people, especially women, if you starve too long, you're probably gonna get like might get a headache. Because the hormone levels in women and men are totally different. And it's because a woman's supposed to have babies, right? So your body's gonna be like, you're starving. Headache time. Like feel sick. Which is what happened to me. I pushed it a little too far that one day. And I had a migraine for like 5 hours. Like it just,
not fun.
I was in so much pain because my hormone was already like freaking out. They were ringing the bell, like the fire alarm, like 3 days.
Eat, woman!
And I didn't. And then when I finally ate, it was too late. Because, because everything was just shifted already. So definitely, biggest advice: keep it easy. If you're not used to starving, you could even do every other day. Or like just try it maybe 2 times a week. Just like, okay, these 2 days I'm gonna starve for 12 hours. I mean, sorry.
Stop saying starve.
I just call it starve. Like it doesn't. Things don't bother me. So,
but
sorry,
just in case anyone
I'm not a positive rainbow lala person. This is who I am. Y'all starving. So fast. fast for 2 hours.
Fist.
Fist for 12 hours. Okay, FAST,
Yeah.
not STARVE, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, that's a good tip. I think for me, my tip would be to do your research and listen to your body. First of all, I feel like if you're totally new to like nutrition and stuff, and you see this intermittent fasting and you're like, oh, I want to do this, but you might not really know much about nutrients or macros, calories. Like, even though I don't recommend that you have to track your macros meticulously like every day of your life. I feel like you should have a background in that and know like what nutrients your body needs. If you don't know that, then it's really hard for you to get enough food because you might not be getting enough calories, getting enough nutrients. And it's important to listen to your body because if you're actually hungry, like you're actually starving, you should eat, even though it might not be 12 hours yet or 16 hours, whatever. I feel like you should eat because your body's telling you you're hungry.
But actually, you brought up the point. Macros, calorie counting, whatever. If you're a complete newbie, don't even think about that. Just think about what you eat normally for your 3 meals a day or whatever, and just fix it to that schedule.
Oh yeah, that's actually a really good
because
tip.
it's like if you know, if you have any, you don't even know what a macro is. Don't even Google it. Yeah. Please don't Google it. You're just gonna
you're gonna be overwhelmed.
It's gonna be way too much.
Yeah.
Just.
Actually, yeah, that's actually way easier. I never even thought of that.
I'm like, don't even think about macros.
Yeah.
I think because we've been doing it for so long, fitness and all that, we're just like, in our mind, it's like, we must follow some sort of. And another thing, only because I know someone who did it and they were complaining IF didn't work for them, was because they would starve themselves for so long, and then when it hit their period to eat, they literally gorged on everything. Okay, and they were like, oh, it doesn't work. I'm like, yeah, that's because you're not supposed to eat a whole cake. That's not normal. Like, you're fasting because you want, you're most likely someone is fasting because they want to lose weight. Yeah. Or, balance their hormones. Yeah,
be healthy.
Be healthy. So, therefore, the things that you choose to eat should not be like cake. Cereal. I'm gonna eat like chicken and waffles. Like, it should still fit in the realm of like healthier choices.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's what a newbie should know. Healthy. Don't be obsessive. Like,
don't be obsessive. Like, don't
take it super easy. Start slow and add.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think we kind of touched on this next question here about what is your meal structure like in your IF routine schedule?
Okay, so my routine right now, because I am more strict, and it has been, I think I found like the perfect balance for me, is I would do, my cutoff for eating is about 6:30 to 7, and then I would sleep. I don't sleep for 12 hours.
I wish I could.
I do my thing, okay? I do my thing, I go to bed, and then when I wake up, go to work. I work at 8, so 9 o'clock, that's when I have a protein shake, some nuts, and an apple. And then, I'm trying to think. Usually I eat maybe about like 4 hours after that.
Okay.
So I have like a decent meal, so there's like usually some like chicken rice and some sort of vegetable. It's almost always that.
Okay.
And then when I go home, that's when I'll have my last meal. So that's actually the time where I allow myself to kind of relax a little. Yeah. So I have the Quakers, what is it called? Crispy Minis.
Okay, yeah.
The Crispy Minis, so it's like little chips, but it's just like little, but they're not, but they are.
But they're rice.
They're rice cake chips.
Yeah, it's honestly not that bad.
They're rice cake chips.
Yeah.
But that's like kind of like my treat, and I eat cheese. Like that's when I really like. And then I just make sure I have some sort of protein and vegetable, whatever it is. Yeah. Like I usually eat chicken thighs, or I eat lentils. That's amazing too. And then that's kind of like the end of my day. Oh, and throughout the day, I always make sure I have enough fats, because especially if you're fasting, you want to make sure that you have like a lot of healthy fats.
Yeah. Okay, so for me, I'm way more lax. So I like to eat late at night. So sometimes I'll stop eating at around 9, 10, or 11. Like that's when I'll have my last bite. And then in the morning, it's honestly not that strict. Like I think, yeah, usually between, probably more like 9 or 10. And then in the morning, I usually don't eat until somewhere between 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Yeah, so then my first meal is usually around lunchtime. And before this, if I am wanting a coffee, I will have coffee usually after 9 o'clock. Because I find that when I have coffee too early, the caffeine makes me too jittery. So I wait till my cortisol level kind of dies down a bit. Because my cortisol is like really high in the morning. So I wait for it to die down a bit before having a coffee. And then I'll eat, right now, yeah, usually around 1 p.m. Sometimes a little bit earlier, sometimes a little bit later. And I honestly eat like whatever. Like I don't have a meal that I eat consistently. And when I say whatever, I don't mean like I'm having junk food or something really unhealthy, but it's just something that's usually homemade that I make and has like protein, vegetables. I don't usually have too many carbs during my first meal. I like to save my carbs for later at night. So then at dinner time I'll have like rice, and then I try to have another home cooked meal, and sometimes I'll have like a dessert after that, but sometimes not. And yeah, so
would you have any sort of limits in terms of dessert? Like would it be more like a healthier dessert, or is it just like whatever? Like if it's cake, whatever?
Well, yeah, like I try to, if it's cake, it's cake, but I don't usually have dessert on the weekdays. So I'll have dessert on the weekends if I'm feeling like it.
Yeah.
And on the weekdays, honestly, I don't really crave dessert, so I just don't eat it. But on the weekend, if I want cake, I'll eat it, and I won't feel bad about it.
Yeah,
and it's not like, and I don't stuff myself with the cake. Like usually, I'll have a piece, and then I'll be fine.
Not like what I used to be.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be like, I'll eat half the cake, thanks.
Yeah, because I feel like now, if I have something sweet, my body will automatically know when to stop. Like I won't want anymore. But before, it was like I can't stop. I'm gonna eat it all. So yeah, that's like an ideal day, like eating home cooked meals, but of course some weeks I'm super busy and I go out to eat, and that's when I know that I don't feel as good. My skin starts breaking out if I eat out a lot, you know?
I find now that I'm in my routine, when I like kind of break out of it, I'm like, I don't feel good.
Yeah, so you just know.
Like I'm like, this is too much.
Yeah.
Like, I just can't do it. I don't know how I used to do it.
Yeah.
You know how we'd always be like, oh my god, I'm like gonna eat this and that and this and that, and then like
crazy cheat meals. Like,
yeah, like I can't even do that.
Yeah.
Like I'll literally just like have some and be like, ugh.
Yeah. And another thing is that I actually decreased my consumption of fruit a lot. And I feel like that has helped my body personally. Like I used to eat so much fruit. I used to not eat enough healthy fats.
Yeah.
And I found that would make me crave carbs. So I crave fruit and just like unhealthy stuff too. But ever since I stopped eating so many carbs and eat more healthy fats, I'm a lot more stable. Yeah.
Definitely. Because I definitely do that too. Like if I eat way too much like carbs, I get so sleepy. Because the other day I was in one of those moods where I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna eat a bit more.
Yeah.
And I like just passed out because I was so tired after eating that. I was like, this is too much for my body.
Yeah, you just know.
And I just kept a journal, and I was like, no, like I'm like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
But is there anything else that you would say IF has affected? Like do you find you have like better sleep or?
Sleep, I feel like it's been pretty consistent. I do find when I don't eat like right before bed, I do sleep a lot better. So I try not to eat like right before bed, even though I know I said I like to eat later at night, but I try to eat, like if I finish eating at 9, I allow myself kind of like 2 hours to digest and then sleep around 11-ish, and I find that that's okay for me.
But do you find that you get hungry and then you're too distracted by hunger to sleep?
No, actually, I find that I'm okay if I have like 2 hours-ish to digest. I actually feel a lot better. But before, when I was eating like a million meals a day, like 6 meals a day, I would eat like right before bed, like literally right before bed, and that I found that really disturbed my sleep. So after not doing that, I do find that my sleep is better. And yeah, like just like I said before, I feel like my blood sugar is a lot more balanced. My skin is clearer, and I feel like it's not as easy for me to gain weight anymore. I guess that has to do with probably the insulin.
Probably. Like it kind of reset your insulin a little bit.
Yeah, because I feel like before, if I overate, I would gain weight really quickly. But nowadays, like sometimes on the weekend, I'm really not strict. Like I will have a lot of treats, but I feel like my body knows when it's enough.
What about anxiety?
I feel like I have less anxiety because in the morning, I used to wake up and my body
with
was
anxiety,
with
right?
anxiety, and I think that's because my blood sugar was all messed up. So that's where the anxiety came from. But nowadays, I wake up fine. Like I'm calm in the morning, normal, energized.
Yeah, me too. Because I find once I like stopped, I think a lot of it was when I started doing IF. A lot of my food kind of got limited.
Yeah.
And then now that it's kind of limited, then because I would wake up with bad anxiety, or I would try to sleep and I can't because I'd have anxiety, and it would just be all day anxiety. And now that I've kind of limited the food I ate, it wasn't just like gorging all day.
Yeah.
I definitely don't have anxiety.
That's
like I
so
have,
good.
I do, but it's I get anxiety when it's time to get anxiety. You know what I mean?
Okay, like a normal, healthy amount.
Not like you wake up and you're like, why did I have a stress dream? Like, I used to dream about work, and I was just like, why?
Yeah.
So I think that really helps in terms of sleep, skin as well, digestive system is happy, which pretty much were like my three main things.
Yeah.
And I did see results for IF in terms of fat loss. Like I fit my pants again. Like I was so happy. I'm actually getting measured tomorrow. But in the last like 2 months, I want to say, I have lost like inches.
That's good.
Yeah, not dramatic because I am taking it really slow.
You don't want dramatic.
Exactly,
too,
because the quicker you lose it, you probably will
Yeah,
get it
you
back.
won't. Yeah.
So I think I'm at a pretty good like steady rate. I haven't weighed myself because I don't have a scale at home, and I don't really feel like going out to get myself
not that
measured.
important.
I don't really care about my weight. I just want to fit into things again. I actually tried on a tank top today and I fit it.
Nice.
And I was like,
yes, winning in life.
Yes, I'm like, this is work.
Yeah.
But in terms of bad experiences, I would say definitely that incident with my headache.
Oh yeah, going too long without eating.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
And then I was like, never again. Like I'm like, I'd rather break my fast early and eat than starve for way too long.
How do you remember how many hours that was?
I think it was like past 16.
Okay.
Like I was just like, whatever, I'll take my break in an hour. Like it was kind of busy that day. I was hitting, I think my at 16 hours, I think was supposed to be 12.
Okay.
But it was kind of busy, and then my coworkers wanted to eat their lunch at like 1:30.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? It's an hour and a half. I'll wait.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It was so bad that I had to request to go home.
Okay.
Like I was like, I can't be here anymore. I literally went home, ate something, took like 2 Advils, and like died. I was so sick.
So don't go too long without eating.
Never, especially if you're a woman. I don't know about being a man.
Yeah, men are different.
Because I think men could go longer.
Yeah, I think so.
But for women, it is the worst thing ever. A hormone headache is the worst thing.
It's not fun.
I think that's
That's your only bad experience?
And you know what? I think I wasn't eating enough. Because, like you said, like you're not sure how much you're eating.
Yeah.
I don't think I was eating enough, so for a while, I don't think I was having very good poops. Honestly.
Yeah.
No shame.
Okay, yeah.
No shame.
Keep it real here.
But you know what? I have some Metamucil now. Metamucil should sponsor me because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be talking about it for months to come.
Yeah.
And be like, guess what? Metamucil, sponsor me. I'm like... Talk about poops all day long.
Poops all day. So for me, I think my bad experience was probably when I was competing, because obviously I was eating very little food, and I just stopped eating really, like I would literally stop eating at like 1 o'clock, 1 p.m.
When did you start eating?
like around maybe 7 or 8. So my eating window was like 4 or 5 hours.
Oh my god.
Just because I was so hungry, and then I would stop eating at 1 o'clock and then not be able to eat till the next day. So that would really messed up my metabolism too, because afterwards,
I would be dying.
yeah, like I was not human. I was just like a black soul. So I think that's my only bad experience with intermittent fasting, because I couldn't eat, and obviously I was not healthy.
But was that like your coach told you that? Like they're like, hey, don't eat past.
No, my coach did not tell me that. Like she would give me my macros, and then I can eat like whatever food to fit my macros. But because I had so little calories, I was just hungry. Like I was like, I don't want to be starving.
How many calories did you have?
I think at the end around 1,300, which is not even that little for a bikini competitor, because I've heard of some people eating like 900 calories. So I think because I was plant-based, I was able to eat a little bit more.
Yeah.
But still, like 1,300 is not enough for me. Like I feel like nowadays,
I'm just gonna say low-key, my macros right now is 1,350, so I don't know how to feel.
Okay,
I don't know how to feel right now. I'm just spiraling a little.
Well, it depends on your metabolism, right?
I know,
So,
and plus I'm not super working out right now, so it's kind of like no big deal for me.
So like, I wouldn't say it's right or wrong. Like you just have to listen to your body, and as long as you don't go below your BMR, is it? Yeah, your BMR.
Yeah.
Then
I think so.
Then that should be okay. But nowadays, I feel like I honestly eat probably close to like 2,000 calories. I'm guessing, like I'm totally guessing, but I think I probably eat maybe between, I don't know, 1,700, 2,000-ish. And I feel like my metabolism can handle it. Like when I was eating 1,300, I was like literally starving. Like,
but you also were working out like 7 days a week.
Yeah,
and,
like very intense.
1,000 things of cardio or whatever.
Yeah, totally. So yeah, that was not working out for me. And yeah, because I think my metabolism is a little bit faster, like my body type, so then I need more calories, or else I will actually be starving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think it's because you've maintained a workout routine. So you do have muscle mass, and that muscle mass is what's taking care of it, right? Now, like, I've been so sedentary for so long.
Yeah.
Like, I know a lot of, I used to have, like, thick-ass quads.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, whatever these flimsy things, flimsy flap things are, whatever.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like, definitely, I'm pretty sure I used to be able to handle, like, 2,000 calories.
Yeah.
Because I was working out, like, I had, no, not happening anymore.
Yeah.
Starting from scratch, which is, I find it's really humbling, actually. Like, just starting from a point where you know other people are struggling through.
Yeah.
It just, that's why I'm doing this, honestly. Like, I just want to help others in the same position as me. Like, I can now officially say I've been there. Like, I understand why people say, like, it's so hard to diet or whatever, because I've tried 4 different diets and it didn't work, and now I'm like, I get it. I will never shame anyone ever.
No, and I will not, like, I hate, like, I'm like an extremist. So I feel like I've gone through so many phases. Like I've gone through like a very disordered mindset towards eating. I've gone through binge eating, and I've tried many diets.
Oh my god, I
like,
was such a binge eater.
Yeah, like it was horrible. Like it was a serious issue. Like I'm not saying that loosely at all. Like it was definitely a serious issue. And it's taken me like years to get over it. So if you're struggling out there, there's hope. Like, I feel like it takes like years to understand your body and just to listen to your body to figure out what works for you. Like honestly, nowadays I don't try very hard at all. And like I don't work out as hard as I used to at all. Like some weeks I work out like 1 to 3 times. And I'm not gaining any weight, and I'm like maintaining.
Exactly. And sometimes that's all you need. Like you need to relax. Like it's fine. Take it easy.
Yeah, totally.
And you know, total disclaimer, the biggest thing, you know, aside from IF and dieting and whatever, the biggest thing for me that I think everyone should need to know is love yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Because when you don't love yourself, nothing is satisfying.
Totally,
Like, I am, sure, I'm heavier now, but I love myself now. Like, I'm not like, back then I was so skinny, I would take pictures and I'd still think I'm disgusting. Like, I'm like, how dare I show my body or whatever. So, like, anything that begins with loving yourself is a go.
Yes.
Like, do that.
Do it.
Do whatever.
Do that. Yeah, like I wasn't like when I was a bikini competitor, I wasn't even happy. Like I was so tiny.
Exactly.
And I
You
was
were
not
like, I
happy.
don't even like how I look because it's like, screw this. Like, I hate my life.
Yeah, I was like, I want to eat. Like I just want to eat.
Like, I think being able to enjoy food,
Yeah.
you know, is already so much better.
Totally.
So I was I didn't know IF was a really big thing on the internet.
Yeah.
So I kind of and another way I actually knew about IF was actually when I follow a lot of celebrity news.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
I'm always on the prowl. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, he's hot. Sure,
Yeah,
let's Google him.
Yeah.
And actually, how I found out, one of the ways I found about IF was actually celebrities that did IF.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you know any of them.
No, actually, I
So,
probably don't.
I actually wanted to bring some of them. I did some research and
Okay.
I was shocked. I was like, they did what? They what? I was like, they do?
Yeah.
Okay, so but the first obvious one I think you know as
Okay.
well, Hugh Jackman.
Okay, yeah, I think you mentioned that to me.
So he does 16:8.
Okay.
And he did it for X-Men. And he was shredded.
Yeah,
for
he was
X-Men.
ripped.
Like, you know.
Yeah.
I was like, you know this stuff works.
Yeah, and obviously he was working out, and
Exactly.
he probably had like a chef or like a nutritionist.
I think a lot of them they have like a
meal
prepper
program,
yeah,
or something.
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure.
Yeah.
I know Chris Pratt does. I don't think he does IF, but I know Chris Pratt because he actually used to Instagram him when he was dieting for, it was either Jurassic Park or the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay, yeah.
And he would like he would literally like be like, I want to eat this cake so bad, and he filmed himself.
Oh really?
And he was like, I want to eat it, and then he's like, just the one bite, just.
Oh my
And then he
god!
would eat the entire cake, and he was like, I should.
I think I've seen that actually.
He was like, damn it, that was supposed to be mine for like later. And he was like, whatever. And I was like, that diet life.
diet life. No.
And this one is actually a shocker for me.
Okay.
I was like, excuse me, do you know Terry Crews?
Yes.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine,
Yes,
Terry
yes.
Crews, like big muscle machine. He
Oh, I
does
know that.
16:8.
Okay.
And he said he's been doing it for years.
For years.
And I had no idea.
Yeah, no idea. Well, he looks good.
I was like, holy crap. Like,
Yeah.
you would think guys who do that would be like smaller because you're
yeah.
like not starving.
He's jacked.
You were fasting.
He's fasting. He's not starving.
But he says he does BCAA in between, and
Okay.
he actually takes he takes coconut oil.
Okay.
Like, I think
Like
even
straight?
during his fast, yeah, I've done
Okay.
it. It's not bad.
I
Have
don't
you
know.
done it?
I've done coconut oil pulls, but I haven't swallowed it.
It's honestly not that bad.
Yeah. I'm
I
sure
don't
it would
know.
work.
And then I think this one is pretty, like, it's not very shocking. Chris Hemsworth did it.
Okay.
But not for Avengers.
Yeah.
It was for his movie, The Heart of the Sea.
Oh, I never watched that.
I've never watched it
I
either.
don't even heard of that.
Honestly, I don't like him that much. Like,
Yeah.
but I know he was really slim.
Mhm.
And so when I saw that, I was like, oh my god. I was like, I didn't even. Like, I
Yeah.
thought usually those dudes just, like, go surf or
Yeah.
something. I don't know. Like, they're from
Aussie.
Australia, they surf,
They
eat
surf.
barbecue, like, they're
Yeah.
fine. And then we were talking about the 5'2".
Yeah.
So I honestly was not too sure about what that was.
Yeah.
Until I was searching. And then, so the people who do 5'2", Benedict Cumberbatch.
Who is that? That's so familiar.
Oh my god, he's Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, I never watched that.
Sherlock, no!
I never
It is
watched
so
that.
good. I love Sherlock.
He does 5'2" though.
But I did not know he had to diet for it because he's so tall. Oh, and he's Doctor Strange.
Oh, okay, got it. I know who it is. I don't remember what his body looks like though.
He's just a tall, lanky man. So then I was like, why did he have to diet?
Yeah.
And then Jimmy Kimmel used to be
Yeah.
really fat, and
Yeah.
now he's like fit.
Okay.
It's because he does 5'2".
Wow. So what exactly is 5'2"? Is it you eat for 3 days and then
So
fast for
5'2", so 5 plus 2, 7 days.
Yeah.
So 5 days you eat whatever you want.
Yeah.
But 2 days you're like fasting.
Okay.
But
minimal.
Not starving.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
not like, you know, not eating, but like you eat enough to get you through the day. Like I think they only eat like 500 calories.
Okay, but you're probably eating the rest of your calories on those 5 days.
And then I don't think they have a set. I don't even think they're on like a calorie counting
but they're just like listening to their
like
body.
it's like the 2 days it's the 500 or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they go to a nutritionist because they can afford it.
Yeah.
And then the 5 days is like you just live your life.
Okay.
You live your best life. You can eat pizza, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're not like gorging.
Yeah.
But
okay,
that's actually how he lost a lot of fat.
Yeah.
And I had no idea that something so simple as 2 days of like mint and 5 days of like actually eating whatever you want. I had no idea.
Yeah, it makes such a big difference.
I was just like, wow, this is so shocking to me. I think because we're so extreme that we're just like, what do you mean? That doesn't work. You need to like put in 1,000% effort.
Yeah,
so
but
no.
you don't need to try that hard. Or if you're trying like super hard, I feel like it's not working. You know, like it should be. You want it to be a lifestyle. So I'm not saying it's gonna be easy, but it should feel relatively good for your lifestyle, not like you're dying. So yeah.
Which is like me. I'm just like, I'm dying. I'm good now. I've discovered the balance.
Yeah,
so I'm like, I'm good.
hard.
I'm in a happy place right now.
So would you recommend that someone tries IF?
I would definitely recommend it. I think if there's something that you're struggling with.
Okay.
Like, I think if you're just good with your life, like, don't try to, like...
change something because you don't need to.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, maybe you are following some sort of eating plan.
Yeah.
But if it's working for you...
you don't need to change it. Yeah.
You don't need to change it.
Yeah.
And if you don't care about your body, then don't do it.
Yeah. That's good.
I don't mean, like, body image, but I mean, like, if you're happy the way you are, whatever, you don't need to do it. But if, you know, you feel like there's just something off, try it. Because I feel like even if it's not in terms of, like, fat loss, maybe it will fix your sleeping. Maybe it will fix your skin.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it will fix, I don't know, your mindset. Like, who knows, right? So it's definitely something I would recommend if you have any sort of problem that you're like, something, like, I just want to try something to fix it. Do whatever.
I think that's a good point. I think, like, if intermittent fasting attracts you, like if you're attracted to it, you feel like there's something appealing about it, then go for it. You know, what have you got to lose? It doesn't mean you have to stick to it forever. Like, if you find out that it doesn't work for you, then don't do it anymore.
Like, do it for like a month.
Yeah,
see where it goes.
Give it a go. So.
Not for like a day, because that's BS.
Yeah, that's not gonna.
Do it for like a month. And see how you feel.
Totally, and it will definitely feel probably weird in the beginning or feel off because you're changing your habits. You know, like if you're someone who's never done it before and then you're like, I'm gonna do it. Of course, like the first week is probably gonna be really challenging.
It'd be like, I want to eat. But it gets easier.
Yeah.
And I try to fix most of it is during bedtime. Mm-hmm. I think the easiest one is just don't eat after 9 or whatever. And then you go to bed, and then you wake up, and then like you only have to wait an hour until you eat, and then it's like so easy.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, I slept through most of it.
Yeah.
No big.
It's very good to go. Yeah. I think that's it. Right?
I think that's it.
If you guys have any questions about IF, feel free to leave it in the comments, and we'll do our best to answer them.
Please ask questions.
Yes,
I love answering questions.
We love talking to you guys.
It is my favorite thing in the world.
Yeah.
Don't forget to subscribe. You gotta be Gucci. And we love you.
Love you.
Bye.
See you in the next one. Bye.
Thank you so much for listening. If you are a Glow Babe who enjoyed our podcast, it would mean so much to us if you leave us a review on iTunes.
And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube. Our account is Glow Radio Co. Stay sassy, babe.